Sean Diddy Combs entered the courtroom calm and composed, but the tension quickly escalated. The turning point came when 50 Cent's explosive Netflix documentary was brought into the spotlight, unveiling a series of shocking allegations that left Diddy visibly rattled. The courtroom buzzed with whispers as the revelations unfolded, and Diddy's frustration became harder to mask. It's not every day that one of hip-hop's most powerful moguls finds himself cornered in such a public spectacle. But with 50 Cent applying relentless pressure, it looked like the tables were finally turning. But before we dive into the courtroom drama, let's take a quick look at the history behind this bitter feud. With Sean Diddy Combs now staring down possible jail time on serious charges, including trafficking, 50 Cent isn't wasting a moment to fan the flames of their long-standing rivalry. The tension between these two has been simmering for years, and now, it's boiling over. Their beef stretches back nearly 2 decades and first went public in 2006, when 50 Cent, born Curtis Jackson, dropped a diss track titled The Bomb. Over the years, 50 has been anything but quiet about his issues with Sean Diddy Combs, often resurfacing accusations that tie the music mogul to the deaths of major rap icons and The Bomb. 50 Cent accused Combs of having knowledge about the 1997 murder of the notorious B.I.G. Combs was reportedly present the night Biggie was shot, though he was in a separate vehicle. Since then, 50 has frequently criticized Diddy for continuing to profit off Biggie's legacy through posthumous releases and heavy sampling of his work. The accusations didn't stop there. 50 Cent has also repeatedly suggested, most recently in December, that Combs may have had some involvement in the 1996 murder of Tupac Shakur. While authorities have never implicated Combs in Tupac's death, 50 has kept the speculation alive. Diddy dismissed the claims as nonsense during a 2016 interview. Their feud has also veered into personal territory. 50 Cent has made frequent jabs at Combs' sexuality, calling him fruity in a 2018 interview and recalling a moment when Combs invited him to go shopping, which 50 claimed raised eyebrows. Diddy later clarified he was simply trying to help him out with his wardrobe. 50 also mocked Diddy's parties, joking that he'll hug you from the front and the back at the same time. Even business ventures weren't safe from their rivalry. In 2015, 50 targeted Combs' vodka brand, Ciroc, trolling him with the hashtag #NoPufferJuice across social media. But things escalated dramatically in late 2023. In November, Diddy's ex-partner Cassie Ventura filed a lawsuit accusing him of sexual assault and human trafficking, allegations Diddy quickly settled. Still, the damage was done. Just a month later, 50 Cent announced that his production company, G-Unit Film and Television, was working on a documentary focused on the allegations against Combs. In a bold move, he revealed that proceeds from the documentary would go to survivors of sexual assault, adding a philanthropic twist to his long-running vendetta. Then, in March, 50 stirred the pot even more by posting an Instagram image teasing a documentary titled Diddy Do It. The post sparked a surge in online searches, though the image's creator, Cody Abdo, later told Forbes that it wasn't for a real show. Whether it was a publicity stunt or a preview of things to come, fans were left guessing. Over the years, the insults have kept flying. In 2010, Diddy clapped back, calling 50 a hater after he began managing Rick Ross, a rapper both men had ties and tensions with. And with each new scandal, 50 has seized the moment to add fuel to the fire, ensuring that this feud remains one of hip-hop's longest and most bitter rivalries. Now, as Sean Diddy Combs awaits trial following his September 16 arrest on 3 felony charges he continues to deny, 50 Cent is wasting no time pressing forward with his documentary project. In a recent interview with Variety, 50 confirmed that the film is being produced for Netflix, although no release date has been announced just yet. Following Combs' arrest, 50 Cent didn't hesitate to taunt his longtime rival. When details of a federal indictment surfaced, revealing that authorities had seized narcotics and over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant during March raids on Combs' mansions, 50 jumped at the opportunity to mock him. Never one to shy away from stirring the pot, 50 took to social media to post, "Here I am keeping good company with the Drew Barrymore show, and I don't have 1,000 bottles of lube at the house," on X, formerly Twitter. The jabs kept coming. On Instagram, 50 briefly posted a screenshot of a TMZ article covering the raids with his signature humor, writing, "Now it's not Diddy Do It, it's Diddy Done. They don't come like that unless they got a case." The post was later deleted, but not before it made waves online. According to Page 6, 50 also shared an image of Diddy's 2 sons in handcuffs, with a caption, "Just got real. The feds in all the cribs. Damn, they got the kids in cuffs." The post added even more fuel to the fire, highlighting 50 Cent's eagerness to see Combs face public scrutiny. Meanwhile, Combs took to X in December to publicly deny the allegations. "Let me be absolutely clear," he wrote. "I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth." Despite his statement, the legal storm around him shows no signs of letting up. In fact, things may soon get even worse. Over 100 men and women have reportedly obtained legal representation to file civil suits against Combs and others. Houston-based attorney Tony Busby announced in a press conference that his firm, the Busby Law Firm, along with Ava Law Group, had been retained by at least 120 individuals who claimed to have been victimized. Busby revealed that some upcoming cases involve serious allegations, including violent sexual assault, abuse involving controlled substances, false imprisonment, compelling prostitution, sexual misconduct, and even the dissemination of explicit content involving minors. Alarmingly, of the 120 individuals, 25 were minors at the time of the alleged incidents. These incidents reportedly occurred during industry parties and auditions in cities like Los Angeles, New York, and Miami. Since last November, Combs has faced a barrage of legal challenges, with 12 civil lawsuits filed against him, 11 of which directly accuse him of sexual assault. While he has denied the claims and settled one case, he is yet to respond to the remaining active lawsuits. Currently, Combs is being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York, awaiting trial on charges related to trafficking and racketeering after grand jury indictment. His legal team is actively appealing his detention, seeking his release ahead of trial. According to a source who spoke to CNN, many of the civil accusers have also spoken to federal investigators. In March, Homeland Security conducted extensive searches at Combs' residences in both Los Angeles and Miami, further complicating his legal situation. And it's not just Combs who's feeling the pressure. Top entertainment attorney Brian Friedman told Page Six, many people at the highest levels, including artists, executives, and managers, are not sleeping well right now. He emphasized that those who enabled or ignored Combs' alleged behavior should be particularly worried. Some insiders claim that many in the industry were aware of Diddy's alleged misconduct but chose to stay silent, something that could now come back to haunt them. One legal expert noted that Combs had deep ties to major industry players, including MTV, Universal, Sony, and high-profile events like the Grammys and charity galas. Do I believe it's possible an executive was ever at his house during these alleged incidents? Maybe, the expert said. But I haven't seen direct evidence. Still, it's likely Combs limited his inner circle to people he trusted. So, what do you think? Is this the fall of one of hip-hop's most powerful moguls? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you liked this video, don't forget to click subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. I post weekly deep dives into the stories Hollywood doesn't want you to hear.